Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning. Everybody's attention, I'm sure, is and prayers are going out for everybody in Florida. AZ, good morning. AZ is here. He's first. Paul Hodges, as you know, AZ is driving the school bus, but he's probably in line at Tim Hortons, maybe headed back here. USA Drone Flyer, good morning. Good morning. Just getting final setup here. Enter pin the message and we should be good to go. I just got to hit the like button. Okay. So, what's going on with everybody? I hope everybody's had a good evening last night. I know that our friends in Florida probably didn't get a lot of rest in the last couple of days.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, there he is, Justin.
Hold on, I don't know. I need to check my.
How are things going down there?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Man, it's fucking carnage out here.
Bad, huh?
Yeah, the lakes are damn near overflown. They're like right on the edge. My entire neighborhood is blocked in. We can't even get out. Every road to our neighborhood has got massive trees down.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how the hell we're gonna get supplies and shit. So, and it could be, just because those trees are in the road don't mean they're getting them out of there today.
No, exactly. Exactly.
They already said it could be 2 or 3 days before they could get to it.
I would imagine, though, you'll find some people might have chainsaws and might go out and start on them themselves.
Oh, some people will, but I mean, nothing's open right now. We got 2 million outages around Florida right now.
Yeah. Well, the news just reported that there's 2 million power outages. However, they said that because of buildings and things like that where they could fix it quickly, that they have that number's now down to 1.5 million. They've gotten 500,000 people back up on the electrical grid simply because I guess it was in the hospital grid that where they were able to do that.
I'm hoping so, because fucking if they don't get my power back on the next day, I'm gonna be screwed on food.
I thought you had a little generator.
No, I don't have a generator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be screwed on food here in a couple days.
Wow. Well, not only you're going to be screwed on food, I would imagine that if the stores are without power and a lot of that stuff in the freezer boxes and in the refrigerators and everything like that, they're going to go bad if they don't get electric pretty soon.
Yeah.
Hello, Marias.
Well, a lot of the Publix and even some of the Walmarts down here actually have big ass generators on the back of their buildings that can run their stores. So I don't think that they won't be too, I don't think that would be a big problem. Because I check their morning. I check their natural gas lines all the time for their generators.
Yeah.
So a lot of the big grocery chains and Walmarts have generators here.
Angela says she's up early this morning. TJ Giggles, good morning. Yeah, as you all know, Justin is surviving down in Florida. He says the electric's out everywhere and trees in the roads and everything's really bad.
Out of the 3 or 4 ways to get out of my neighborhood, you really can't get out. There's trees down in the road, like massive trees blocking the whole road up. Like you can drive on the side to get around them if you really want to, but I wouldn't do it in a car, maybe a pickup truck, but not a car, because the grass is all muddy and everything else. You're liable to sink your car in the mud. And the more people that keep driving around the trees, the worse it's going to get.
Yeah. Well, you're living through it. I would imagine maybe a moped or a motor scooter, you might be able to motor around a little. Is it still raining there?
Oh yeah, it's still raining. It's still windy
okay.
too.
Then that's a no-go.
It's not windy. It's probably about a 10, 15 mile an hour wind. But yeah, it's still rainy as hell. It's all cloudy. See, with Irma, the next day when we woke up, Irma, it was cleared out. Like it was all sunny outside the next morning.
Marie
It was gone.
asked you a question, Justin. Justin, can you get to the hospital if needed?
No.
No, okay.
I can't even get to a grocery store to get food if I wanted to. That's why I said we're going to be screwed here if they don't get these roads cleared here in the next day or so. But they were saying around here it could be 2 to 3 days before they start clearing the roads. And they've already, and I know some people will go out and start clearing the roads themselves, but the local authorities have already said that they don't want people doing that. So,
Well, they may not want people doing that, but you know, if somebody does have a good chainsaw or whatever, you could go out if there's a big tree in the road, you could cut a pathway through around the trees and just leave the damn half of it on the road, just open up one path, you know?
right.
If I were there, that's what I would be getting. I'd be talking to all my neighbors, who's got a chainsaw, you know? And I'd start, say, hey, let's go out and do something. And not necessarily chop up all the trees, but you know, one end of the tree is smaller than the other end of the tree. Chop it off enough, and somebody that has a truck could throw a cable around it and pull that other part back to the same side as the stump, and then just go to the next one and go to the next one. So at least you have a path out of there.
One good thing I'm seeing though is it looks like there's not any power lines down, so they all seem to still be connected. My neighbor's fence is fucking gone. About half the fences in my neighborhood are gone.
AZ says half of a portion, a good sized portion, because I saw it on the news too, of the Sanibel Causeway is washed away.
Yep.
They were showing video of it, and it was just like devastated. It was, you know, the highway was ripped up and everything.
Yep. I'm just on the edge of our like area of our city, like where all our neighborhoods are at.
Right.
It's the only place I can get signal right now. So.
Hey, Paul Hodges, we'll be looking for you. Paul says, anyone need a coffee? He's in line.
But I'm gonna get back to the house because I don't know if I'll get a signal over there. But I just gotta grab the signal right here, so I stopped so I could just give you guys a hit.
Yeah, well, Justin, it was good. We're glad you're safe now. That comes the hard part. It's the surviving.
Right.
But,
yeah, I'll try to get up with you guys later.
Okay, Justin, you take care. God bless, and tell the wife and kids we said hello.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, bye-bye. Well, there you heard it. Our man on the road right there. Justin was, yep. His neighborhood he's boxed in, trees everywhere. Not good. Yep. Well, everybody say a prayer for Justin that he'll get whatever he needs to survive this natural disaster. But you know what really ticks me off is the damn Democrats, the politicization. They're trying to say that this is all because of climate change, and yet they've had hurricanes down there forever, and they'll be hurricanes forever in the future. And they're just trying to politicize everything. Mr. B, how you doing too? I'm hanging in here. I ran into a situation last night. I went down and I decided to fly. I was going to fly the Mark W. Barker, okay, and it was getting darker. So I put up the Mini 3 Pro. Come back, put the SD card in the computer, and it won't read it. It come up and said it gives me all kinds of an issues that it's not, the codec is not correct. And when I was mucking around, something came up from Microsoft, says you can fix this issue for 99 cents, and it was wanting me to say yes or no, and I said no. Come to find out, I probably should have said yes, because it needed an update for the Windows. So I've spent most of the night trying to find that 99-cent issue again. Because what I did was I called, and he called me back. I called Mr. Hayden, and he called me back, and he was busy packing up. Friday he moves 2 or 3 states over. In 2 weeks he gets married, so that's what he was doing. And so he had, all of his computers and everything were packed up, so he couldn't kind of help me. So what happens is I keep getting this codecs, and I can't figure out. I went and tried to search it. No, I can't find that fix again. But Sam said that he fixed one of his computers by just paying the $1. And so I don't know. So what I did do is, just to make sure, I took the Mini 3 and did a little video just sitting here, loaded it up, same thing happened again. So then this morning I took my Air 2S, fired it up, sitting right here, and it recorded it, and it was able to read it. So I don't know, because I changed SD cards in the Mini 3 and it still did the same thing. Yeah, it was in the Mini 3 USA is where it happened. And I've tried just about everything I could think of. I changed SD cards. The whole thing. In fact, here, let me Okay, let me screen share. Share screen, share everything. Okay, so here's what this is the two files that came up. Okay. Normally, if I go back, I think I can show you. Here's how the files come up. Okay. But in fact, here's the one test I did with the Air2S. It came up that way. But for some reason, the Mini 3 card comes, and then when I click on it, here's what it's, oh, it just doesn't want to close. Anyway, you can't read it. It says Windows Media Player cannot play the file. The player might not support check codecs is used to compress the file. I don't know why it's Xing it out, but stop share. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. Here comes Garth. Hey, how you doing, Garth?
Hey,
So anyway, I wasn't able to, what I was able to do is Sam Hayden, that's my computer wizard. He said for me to go over and use another program, VT something or whatever, because it says where I can change the program how I view it. But I can't figure out with that program, I can view the program and pull pictures, but I don't know how to take the video and pull it so that then I can edit the video. Marie S says, welcome, Garth. TJ goes, yo, JD. Yep, JD is in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Yep, we just heard from Justin, and he can't not get out of his neighborhood. There's trees down everywhere across the road, and it is still raining. TJ goes, yo, JD. Yep, JD is in the. Garth, you got to mute your. Buddy. Yep, we just heard from. Mute your YouTube. And his. Here comes Paul Hodges back from Tim Hortons.
Brought to you today by Tim Horton.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard Justin talk and giving us a report.
I got the little bits and pieces, but not the full story. So what's happening with him?
He said that he can't get out of his neighborhood. Trees are down across the street. They're talking 3 to 5 days to clear the streets. He figures he's only got a day and a half to 2 days worth of groceries. What are you doing? Getting yourself in trouble, aren't you? But last night, Paul, I went down and got that ship,
Yeah, well, you called me, remember?
Codex, and I called Sam,
Yeah.
and Sam had me use a different reader, which I could read it, and then I could get some of the photos lifted. But I can't figure out with that other reader how to lift the video so that I can edit that.
What the hell's going on here?
So I'll show you real quick the photos.
What I would do too, though, before you do anything too much more, well, format those cards before you use them again.
Yeah, I formatted them, but here's the unreadable files, okay?
Yep. Okay.
But here's the photos that I was able to pull from the other reader. It was after sunset and it was getting kind of dark.
And all I see is a black screen, Paul.
Oh, do you? Please move the window away from the shared application. Huh. Wonder what that's all about. Share screen, share screen, share screen. You see it now?
Yeah.
Yep. Now we got it. Yep.
Okay. This is the photos that I was able to lift from the other one.
Oh, well, look at that. Skies are angry.
Oh yeah, it's a little blurry too, but that was I'm shooting with the Mini 3 simply because that's the only one I took down there because I was looking at the flags, you know, they're standing out pretty good, and I thought, well, that's probably a little too windy for the Autel Evo, and I wish I'd have taken the Evo now. But that one's not too bad. But see how the flag is standing right straight out?
Yeah.
That's like a 20 or 30 foot flag. So, and there it is heading out into the lake. But
Dogs.
so I don't know. But the fact that I was able then this morning to fire up the Air 2S, record a quick little shot, and play it just like normal, makes me wonder. And because I don't understand what the hell codec is anyway. Kodec. Okay, USA. Yeah, I'm still using Movie Maker, so, but I can't even play it because I get that error message. And Sam was packing up his future in-laws. Were going to drive all of his stuff into his new house over in where is it, Kentucky or Tennessee? Tennessee. So he didn't even have a computer out available to where he and I usually link up and he does things, but he said he'd get a hold of me next week or so. So, but Paul, what I did do is I fired up the Air 2S, worked just fine. Recorded something, worked just fine this morning. So it's something that has to do with the Mini 3. because it records, but it gives me those what I call corrupted files, but I don't know if they're corrupted or not. They're just not, they're not of the same codec, whatever that means. Mike B said that Justin's groceries, Paul, and Garth should last an average person a week, but not Justin. So anyway, what's new with everybody? Anybody doing anything interesting or?
Well, guess what? My drone's being delivered today.
All right. Oh, congratulations.
Yep. Well, it's funny because I just got a text here that said it picked up and on its way. It was in London this morning at 7:00. So I go to the email where they send me this, I can get the notifications and all that. And I don't know, it's not loading for some reason. Sure, later. It's just, oh, the website is down or what?
Well, I imagine you can call them.
I could, but see, I pull up anything else on here, it's working fine. But you go to Pure Later and it's not working.
Well, what you want to know is are they going to deliver it whether you're there or not?
Well, see, the thing is, I can set it up so they drop it at the front door without a signature. But I can't get to the website. I put something out there to hide it behind it, right?
You need to call them.
Yeah.
Because the person on the phone will be able to direct it.
Yeah.
Just say there's an internet problem, so I want it just to be left at the front door with no signature.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to be far away today. I got one sign I got to do this morning, right?
Right.
But see, like now,
you got school bus this afternoon.
Yeah, but look at this, Pure Later. Nothing. It's just spinning. Yeah. Nothing's happening here. I don't know.
I'd call them, Paul. You could right on the phone. You get it taken care of, and you talk to somebody. And I think if you call them, Paul, you can give them your phone number, and they will then give you notification of being drop shipped to your cell phone.
Well, they're supposed to. I already signed up for all that. So email and my phone number. They said it arrived at the London facility at 7:04 a.m. this morning. So, and it's supposed to be delivered today. So.
Yeah, you don't want to be playing tag with the Pure Later company. I'd call them and get it straightened out on the phone. Because if they can't, there must be an issue with their server or whatever.
Yeah, something, yeah.
Looks like Myrtle Beach is getting hit pretty hard right now.
But Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
No. Well, they won't be able to play golf today, you mean, or what?
Doesn't look like it. And the thing that tornado, that hurricane is only moving, they say, what, at 10 miles an hour?
Okay, so I just set it up. I managed to get through on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Front door, I got my garbage can there. I said to put it behind the garbage can. Huh?
Yeah,
and nobody can see it from the front porch. I got my camera there too, but still. You don't know if anybody's following these trucks around or not, dropping parcels off with anymore. It's not that rampant around here, but still, you never know.
good morning, Mike Rennick.
Oh, I don't even have the chat up here yet. What am I doing here, Paul? Okay, well, I got to pull up that other screen first.
We all have one of those days.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys.
I'm
Mia's
sorry,
at
guys,
the
if
back-
I haven't said hi to you, so.
Mia's at the back door wanting to go out, I think. What do you want? Gotta go outside.
Hey, Paul, what is Purelator? Is that like UPS or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Let me see it, Palmer. Hey, try this again. Okay. They're doing well. The thing is, it's because it's so much money. They want a signature when they drop it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, better safe than sorry.
But I got a garbage can on the front porch. They put it behind. You can't see it.
Unless you got bears.
Yeah. I got cameras.
I got a good story for you. My stepdaughter, my youngest stepdaughter, lives in Hartford, Connecticut,
Oh yeah.
and she sent me a video this morning of a bear that she saw on her backdoor camera. I mean, they live in West Hartford, which is not, it's a suburb. Okay, it's
Yeah,
not.
suburbs.
It's got nothing to do with the countryside, and they have black bears there. And it's like, oh, holy crap, walking down the street. So
Yeah.
pretty bizarre. Knocked over their garbage can this morning.
Oh,
Yesterday
geez.
morning.
Well, I'll tell you a little funny story happened to my dad. He was up fishing up in a lake up in Ontario there. Had rented a cottage. Okay. Middle of the night, you hear a bang, bang, bang. You go, what the hell is that? It's up by the back door. So he goes out there, turns the lights on, looks around, doesn't see nothing, goes back to bed. Then a while later, he hears bang, bang, bang. So this time he doesn't turn the light on, looks out the door, got a garbage can with a bungee cord over it. A fucking raccoon trying to lift it up, going bang, get snapping.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is making all this noise? Because he kept trying to lift the lid, and the bungee cord would fucking snap it back down. He got bang, bang. Yeah.
Yeah, they get into anything, So when I used to go up to when I was a kid, I used to go up to Alpena to a friend of mine's cottage, and they used to grab our worm boxes. We had those old style worm boxes underneath the cottage.
Oh yeah.
They'd just grab them, pull them out from underneath the cottage.
You need
They
them.
had all these latches and stuff on it, and they figure out how to open it up, and you wake up in the morning and there'd be your worms would be all gone, and half of the stuff in your bait box was just laying around all over the
My
grass.
grandmother, she up in Alberta. She in town, but anyway, you had to understand, grandma's only 4'8". She was a short little woman. I can black bear in her garden at the back, and she's out there chasing it with a broom, whacking. That thing took off and going. Black bear, they're more scared of you than you are them. So
Yeah, that's true. My stepdaughter, where she lives, she's been there. She's been there for about 3 years now, and before that she was in North Carolina, but before that she was in West Hartford again. And I don't know how these bears get. I mean, there's a what they call a reserve, okay, area, where they have reservoirs and, nature and nature preserve and stuff, but it's a good 5, 6, 7 miles away. And so and I've looked at maps and stuff and said, how do these, there's no, pathway for usually there's a river or a stream or something that they'll walk down to get to an area, but there's nothing like that. Okay. They walk down the middle of the street. Okay.
Well, like if you ever been to watch, not Jasper, Banff over in Canada.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, moose, elk, walk right down the main street.
Oh yeah.
The old game was there trying to round them up, trying to get them back out of town.
Yeah, they get pretty ornery too, I guess. They'll smack the front of your car and stuff. We were talking about bear stories, Paul.
Oh,
Hey, Bill. Yeah, around here we use I use 20 gauge auto loader. What I use here, shotgun for bunnies and dogs and beagles. Yep. Oh, just 22 short or whatever. Yeah. Hey there, Bill. Yeah.
I don't have any bear stories other than that once in a while when I was younger, I used to go to the zoo. I get a kick out of Ron out in the woods all the time with all the bears.
Oh, Ron. Yeah.
Yeah. Who was it that got attacked by a bear when he was out walking?
Well, Mr. First, JDS.
JDS, okay.
Well, he didn't get attacked, but he had to run away or something.
Well, no, because whoever it was showed pictures of the scalp wounds and stuff like that.
Ooh.
I don't think it was JDS, but anyway, maybe it was.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Bill, I understand that. But grouse, I don't know. Grouse getting pretty slim around this area anymore. You don't see any grouse. I love grouse. Right? Oh, the breast meat. Oh, wow. That's all there is on a grouse. So.
Is the meat is it like chicken, Paul? Grouse?
Grouse? Yeah. There's only thing is grouse is the easiest bird to clean too. Yep. All you do is you turn them upside down, stand on their wings, pull their feet, and their breast meat goes popped up, snap it off, and you're done. Oh,
Wow.
I mean, their legs are like my finger. There's no meat on them things. It's like a chicken.
Yeah. Bill Newfound said that he had a big cut on the top of his head.
Yeah, I think so there, Marie. Something. Yeah, I used to get grouse all the time, but then I haven't been out rabbit hunting quite a few years, so we used to rabbit hunt with my dad.
Would you say hunting is at about the same level, or are the younger people not hunting like they used to?
I tried to get my son into it. He wouldn't do it. I don't know. There's still some young lads that go out and stuff, but I don't think there's been as big numbers as it used to be.
No, because you don't hear about it much,
Like see, the deer population around here is quite high right now. So.
Because I remember when I was younger and in school, deer season and stuff. Half my schoolmates weren't in school; they were out hunting with their parents or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't hear any of that anymore. Yeah. God, I tell you, Paul, I just about kissed every one of my kids that got on the bus this morning compared to that bus run I did last night. Oh my God.
Really?
They were terrible. I went into the office this morning and before my run, because I had a sweater, some toy, and a couple water bottles they left behind. Well, what am I going to do with them? Because I'm not going to do that run again.
See them again, yeah.
Yep. So, anyways, because when the other driver comes in for fuel, they can get it and then give it back to the kids, right? So, anyways, I said, "Holy mackerel!" When the kid got in, I said, "Every window in the bus went down and they're hanging out the windows." And I said, I had to yell at him a few times. And anyway, she said, "Yeah, there's not much discipline on that run." I said the kids didn't know what to think when I bellered out a few times. They looked up and went, "Holy shit." Yeah. My biggest problem, Bill, I got a friend I hung with. I love the guy. I kind of related to him. Super nice guy. I was sitting up in my tree stand. I could see him sitting over just across a narrow spot between woods and up a bit. I could see him not too bad. And he's sitting there on his chair, leaned up against a thing, gun on his lap. And he's sitting there like this, playing games on his phone. I watched a deer walk right up beside him. I'm just going, really?
Well, one of the only times I went deer hunting is I had a friend of mine when we were in high school, and we were about 16, 17 years old, and his grandparents had a farm down south of town. And we built a couple of blinds out there, and I had a blind set on the edge of a creek, and it was all fields, right? And I'm sitting in the blind. I got my 16 gauge shotgun propped up against the blind, and I'm sitting there eating windmill cookies. The next thing I know, I hear this noise, and the deer came over and stuck his nose right in, and he wanted some of my windmill cookies. And so I jumped up, grabbed my gun, and he went down through the gully and up on the other side, and I shot him. And he let out with a beller. Oh my God. And I started feeling really guilty about it. He was in pain. He was flopping around on the ground. And so I went over there, and it was like the Alamo. I took the stock of the gun and banged him on the head, broke the stock off, and he went down, and that was it.
Yeah. Oh, shoot him again.
Well, it put a hole in him about this size, just.
Right behind you.
So I felt so guilty about that. I mean, here he was. He just wanted to share my windmill cookies, and I shot his ass. I mean, I used to go up north, and my parents had a house up north, and I'd go walk around the woods with my 30-30 Winchester, but I never intended to shoot anything. Too much of a wussy, I guess.
I see American Spirit 1,000-footer is going around Harson's Island right now.
Yeah. Well, the Wilfred Sykes is downbound, headed for Toledo.
Won't be any fun in Florida right now. Because you won't be able to fly your drones right now.
He's up by Port Sanilac, the Wilfred Sykes.
Yeah.
But we don't see the Sykes very often.
Yeah, it's the one with the stripes on it, or it's got a bunch of different colors on it, lines and stripes.
Let me see.
See you, Bell. Have a good day.
Red. Up by the gunnels.
Yeah, it's got stripes, but it's the classic version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the let me screen share.
Yeah, I forget what company that is, but all the bullets look like that.
There it is.
Yeah. Got a white, gray, and a couple of white stripes. Yeah.
Oh, DJI just come out with a new toy.
What's that?
Oh, the DJI transmission, but it's more for doing video pictures with cameras and stuff, not gimbal focus, camera control, 20,000 feet. 1080p, 60 feet per second transmission. But it's, for guys with cameras and the big hoop things on. Yeah. But $2,500 US. Eh. Not nothing to do with drones, though.
Well, if I had the money, there's a brand new Mavic 3 thermal came out,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't have an extra $8,000 just to throw around. It's an enterprise. Because I really like that thermal imaging camera that those drones I had with the thermal camera.
And see with the Autel pole, like the one I got, I could just buy a thermal camera and put it on it, right?
Yeah, but that thermal camera isn't cheap.
Oh, no. But what I'm saying, I don't have to buy another drone to get the thermal. All I have to do is buy the camera. It'll just switch over and it does it automatically and everything else. Like, once you hook it up and everything, you don't have to buy, another special this or that or whatever. You can just change the cameras. Yeah, Tim Jackson, I've seen that. Coolio passed away. He was a rapper.
So is that common where you can, on drones, where you can switch cameras? From
Not a lot of them.
not a lot of them.
Yeah,
DJI, I used to have the DJI Duo, which was both cameras on the drone, and you can just. What I liked about the DJI thermal was it was an enterprise drone in a hard case with the spotlights and everything, but when you hit the record button, what you saw what you selected, but when you hit record, it was recording both a thermal imaging and the RPG. So what we see, the RPG, it was recording that. And if you wanted to go back, in other words, like when you downloaded, you got two files. One file was all thermal, the other file was all RPG. So you could mix and match just by hitting your editing.
So what's the advantage of thermal? I mean, what do you like about it?
Thermal at nighttime, it helps you pull it out, and it also allows you to
like for search and rescue, you can find people in the dark.
Or
okay.
if you're looking for somebody or
Or
you
in
want
fire
to
departments, they can see where the hot spot of the fire is
yes.
Okay.
in a building.
So it's giving you a thermal video and a regular.
Yep,
camera
on the
video.
original Duo did, yes.
Oh, okay.
Let me go over here and look and see if I have that on this hard drive.
So if you were flying at night and there was something that wasn't very lit up, you would be able to see, like a boat or or like a freighter or
Right.
something. You could focus. You could move your camera back, or can move your drone in and out and around more easily because it's looking at the thermal image of the boat, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen this picture or not, Paul, but this is one of the bridges that goes to an island over in Florida.
Look at that, it's cracked right in half. Broke.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
That's yeah, they're going to be a while getting resources in place.
I think we saw the big video yesterday of the guy jumping off the pier.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. I thought for sure he was going to buy the farm because I could see his head bobbing in the thing, and I thought, oh my God, he's not floating. Look at this. Jesus.
Wow.
I bet they pay some heavy money for the insurance there.
Oh, I imagine, yeah. But and one of the ones I don't understand is, and people are warned about this 4 or 5 days ahead of time. Okay. So they had lots of time to prep. But airports, there's airplanes upside down and all this shit. Why didn't you fly them things out of there? Why didn't you take them to a place where that tornado wasn't going? It's not that far away, up the peninsula or something, like maybe they didn't like the airplane. You put it there and collect the insurance on it. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like in another one, a little video I watched, a couple of transports flipped over on this bridge going across or whatever because of the high winds. What the hell are you doing on driving across there? That's like a freaking big sail on a fucking boat. Over it goes. Like, I don't know.
Everybody thinks they can beat it. You know what I mean?
Oh no, they're lying to it. Don't worry about it. We can do it. We can handle it. Well, like up in Michigan, the Mackinac Bridge, the wind hits a certain thing, they shut the bridge down. Same with the Confederation out in Eastern Canada, up there by Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia. They shut her down.
Yeah.
But oh, hey, it's a hurricane. Now we can drive through it. No problem. Like, really, people?
Here's the Anafi. The Anafi that I had was thermal. And this is in my schoolyard when I first got it, just behind my house. I'll stop share. And let me go back here. And I'll show you what it was seeing in thermal. Nope, not that one.
That was, what time of the year was that, Paul? Was that in the fall?
Oh, that was in the spring.
Huh?
Okay, here's the schoolyard. Screen share, there we go, there we go. There's
Oh,
the,
yeah, look at that. So the red's hot, right?
yep,
Red's hot.
The red's pavement, is that what that is?
yep, that's blacktop.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at, there's a guy throwing garbage out there.
Yep, that's the janitor. And there's the regular and there's the thermal.
Does it, for humans, is he showing up red there, the whole? his whole
Yeah,
body?
because his body heat is
Yeah, okay. So if he was standing out like in the grass there, you'd see red, green, yellow
right.
around him, like an aura around him.
Or if it were summertime, he didn't have coats on and everything else, Stop share.
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
You guys that live in the States, how can you let a guy that be president of the United States and he can't even freaking remember anything and actually be a president? I don't understand that. Like, they're cleaned up another one of his messes. He was at a press conference and all that, and he was out looking in the crowd like, where's Jackie? Like the person that they were looking for. Well, she died like a month prior to that, and he attended the funeral.
yeah,
But he was looking for a person in the crowd.
yeah. Well, he's a whack.
How can you guys let somebody like that run the country? I don't understand that.
Well, 81 million
Wow.
people voted for him. So
It's the power. Because he's a shadow president. They've talked about the past shadow dictators, shadow president. He's not in charge. The people behind the scenes are in charge. They tell him what to say, what to do. He's using a teleprompter. He reads a script. He's just a shell.
Well, they got to backwalk everything that he says. Like, I was just reading it here. You go, Jackie, are you here? And you're looking in the crowd, but then they come back here and trying to clean up the mess. Say, well, you were just saying how good a job that she did when she was alive. Really? You was looking for her in the crowd, dummy.
it's a source of worry. You can bet that. Okay, people are very worried about it.
Well, our system has been corrupted to the point that the elected officials are not in charge. I don't care if they're senators, representatives, or whatever. the people behind them, the people that are running their office, the people that are running their agendas, they're the ones that are calling the shots.
Well, they got even Democrats down there now going, what the hell?
That's
Like they're not even, they don't want him at any of their rallies or nothing. They just don't keep him away from me. They're their own Democrats. Like, you know, maybe it's a good time to impeach him because you got some Democrats don't want him. Like, oh, just
that's because they're
and this is the guy that's got the codes for the freaking nuclear war. And he's stirring up shit over in Russia.
you know, that's what they say he does, but I'm betting that his handlers wouldn't give him the codes because he wouldn't remember them anyway, and they're on a piece of paper. And if it came down to it, it's the shadow government that we live in.
Scary when you think about it, really. So
Yeah, it is because they're not representing anybody but their own interests.
That's it. Yeah.
yeah, I like that thermal thing. That's a pretty cool idea there. You know. So does it have to have? Do you have to have? I mean, is it if you like making a comparison, Paul? Like say, okay, I have a camera that's not thermal, and a camera that is simultaneously doing thermal along with the video. Is it suck up a lot of power to do that? I mean,
No,
take a lot of memory
no,
and stuff.
no,
to
they
do that?
still fly. They still fly and act. I kind of wish I'd never sold my Anafi thermal, simply because it really is kind of a neat thing. But I
What
just
did you
never.
mostly use it for?
I used to keep thermals because I used to help with search and rescue. I used to get calls
Oh,
all over
okay.
Southeast Michigan.
Okay.
And then they all got their own budgets, got their own equipment, and they stopped calling me. So here I'm sitting with $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 drones.
Okay.
But
So it became more popular for
you could use it if you're doing, let's say, aerial inspections, like of heat loss for roofs and that kind of thing.
Yeah, like maybe like DTA looking for bad
Yep.
transformers or hot transformers or something
Yep.
like that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I know my one of my stepdaughters.
There's my neighborhood looking to the north, the other side of the schoolyard. And there it is in thermal.
So the hot roofs.
The hot roofs, yep. And this guy's garage must be heated because it's hot. So you can see where the heat loss is on every house.
Yep.
Wow. So none of them have non-hot roofs, eh?
Nope. See, look at here. They got a heating plant and stuff here. So there's heat coming up there out of the roof.
Yeah.
There's heat coming out of that roof. The roof itself is pretty well insulated, but the side parts of the roof are not. There's my neighborhood.
Yeah, some of them are. So,
But what you can't tell is, here's my house, okay? That's a not heated building, so therefore that's just the heat from the sun on the roof.
Yeah, okay.
Heat from the sun on the roof. It doesn't have anything to do with heat loss. But if you were to go out there later on and take a look at that, you could determine how much heat loss it is and what it is. See, there I am. See how much heat loss I am, the heat?
Yeah. Yeah, and the grit, look, the sun on the grass. The
Yeah.
sun on- yeah.
Thermal cameras are interesting if you have a use for them. If,
Yeah.
they're fun to play with, but on an average, the RPG that we look at, with our eyes, normal camera vision, is what you want to get. Yeah, when they were looking for dog, I used to get called out to look for dogs, look for lost cattle, all those kinds of things. You can find them if you have a thermal.
When you're doing a, you know, flying at night, okay? I noticed that you said that you have, lights on the drone, right?
Strobe, yep.
Do you, how often are you focused on away from your screen that while you're flying to see where you can see the strobes? I mean, is
You're
there,
looking up and down. The
Okay.
screen is your guide. But if
Okay.
you really want to see, well, where am I at? Whatever, you look up and down. In fact, they tell you you're trained to always be scanning the area,
okay,
but it isn't as often as you would think. Because the screen you have, you see what it sees, and that's, forward, backwards, or panning or whatever.
okay.
You can look around that way too, and it's a much better view because you're looking at distance when you're
So
looking.
like, say the difference between shooting in the day and shooting at night, you're more often gonna look for the strobe at night than you are during the day. You're gonna stay.
Well, yeah,
focused on the
I
screen.
use the strobes at night just to identify it,
Okay,
just so that I can see it out there,
all right.
But as far as using it for navigational purposes, no. I use it for visual purposes. In fact, when I do some of my night ships, you'll actually see the strobes reflecting off of the reflectors on like safety equipment and stuff. It'll be bip, 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 bip,
Yeah.
bip.
Yeah, I think I've seen you talk about that
Yeah.
on some of the streams. Or you've even showed it where, it's
Right.
reflecting off life preservers and stuff. I watched a video this morning of the court, the Stewart Court.
Stewart Court, yeah.
Going through the St. Mary's River. There's some lady up there that makes videos. I forget what her name is, but she was right on one of the corners where the boat was going around. And I guess that boat has been laid up, okay, for a year.
The Stewart Court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but it came down here, I think, in the spring sometime.
I'm sorry, Cheryl. What'd you say? Cheryl.
Yeah.
What did you say?
When you're done, come upstairs. I gotta tell you something.
Okay. I was just talking to my wife. She was looking for me.
I was just looking through on my hard drive to see if I have the Stewart Court.
Yeah, and I saw it, trying to think where I saw it. I saw something on it yesterday. And then today I saw this video that somebody took in the St. Mary's River. And then I guess, I know what it was. I was watching the Sioux, and interestingly enough, the Paul T went through the Sioux, and then the court was right behind it. And they're both in I believe they're both in Sault Ste. Marie, or not Sault, Superior right now. So I don't know what they said. It was laid up. I don't know if that meant they were doing work to it, or. And the lady that did the video said that was the first time since last year that they've been through the Sulaks.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yeah, I believe it, because it hasn't been around. Usually it comes by here once in a while, but
Does it?
yeah,
Okay,
but
because
not.
I'll be looking for that because she said that mainly, she said it almost exclusively goes from Superior or
Down to
Duluth
Indiana. Yeah,
to Burns Harbor, and that's it, you know. so.
Yeah.
'Cause I've never seen it live, so that's on my list. It's the oldest one, the oldest 1,000-footer.
yep. I
1970.
remember when it was on its maiden voyage, came by here,
Yeah. Yeah,
1971, I think it was.
yeah. Yeah, according to the list here, 1971. I'm beginning to question my list that I have sitting here because yesterday I heard somebody say I was off by a year on one of them, but I watched a video. There was a video, YouTube video of all of the 1,000-footers. And, it was like a 5-minute video of
Mhm.
basically showing all the 1,000-footers and, how big they were, what their name was and what year they were made. And so I constructed my little typed
But
out.
anyway, yeah, I just got a thing from Curtis Dart, a little short video. I'm trying to figure what the heck. I don't see anything. But then he just said in the chat, he says, I'm marked safe from Hurricane Ian. It was just showing cloudy, little bit of wind, but that was it. Yeah, there was nothing there. I couldn't see anything. I kept looking because he zoomed in, but I don't know what he was trying to show, but I think that, everything was fine where he was, but the trees weren't moving or nothing. So just for a rainy day.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look as bad as it is, but it's pretty bad. You know what I mean? When there's water.
Well, but see, I don't know if you know Curtis, but he lives out in the West Coast up around Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Up in Washington State. It was a joke. Okay. Yeah, okay. We get it now. We're safe. It's funny, like even the weather here, it's been cloudy and crappy for a few days now here. Like, not raining or nothing, but it's just overcast and cold.
Yeah, kind of almost November looking weather.
Yeah, just early. It's almost early this year. Like we went from really warm temperatures to cooler. Like there was no in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to debate if I want to go to the trailer this weekend because it's going down to what, 45 or something at night. A little cool. I got a furnace I can turn on, but I got some wood I need to cut down there, so maybe I'll go down and stay Saturday, come home Saturday night, or come home early Sunday morning. I don't know. We'll see.
How long you guys been doing this live stream, Zoom stream?
I don't know how long we've been doing this, Paul. A couple of years now.
Couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, right, Paul?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I get on. I have one that I get on Wednesdays. That is one of my other hobbies, and there's 30 people on it. Pretty
Yeah.
consistent.
Wow, that's a good one.
Well, it's kind
all
of
over.
it's kind of like a group of people getting together at the corner coffee store.
And
They'll
speak
sit
of the
around
devil,
and chit
only
chat.
with drones and freighters, right?
Yep,
And
exactly.
Ron's froze.
and buffaloes and Rockies.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Ron, how's it going? Up there, you're unfroze now.
I thought he was taking the Cub Scout treat, whatever.
Yeah, or saluting or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm on my way to go play in the woods for the day.
Oh,
Woohoo! We got about another week before we can do it. No, not even that. October the 1st.
Well, I'm going up to check on all the blinds and make sure everything's in working order. And the boss gave me a little assignment. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I get to go play in the woods today.
All right.
All right, yeah. I'm upset.
You got your four-wheeler, or you can do in the hoof? Or are you hoofing her by foot?
Yeah, I got the buggy in the back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
beautiful day. It's supposed to be up around 80.
Like,
Holy
damn,
crap, man. We're like 50.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
it's
brought a
good.
rifle just in case I run into a mountain lion or a coyote.
Yeah.
So
It's 51 degrees here.
yeah, I brought
What is it
the
there?
22 250 Paul Hodges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a nice varmint rifle. And
Oh,
it'll
it
kill a
is.
mountain
Yeah.
lion too.
I think that's the largest you can have here in this area.
Really?
Yeah, because of the population, they kind of limit the size.
Wow.
I can't use I got a 308. I can't use it here. I have to go way up north of the French River before I can use it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love riding around in the four-wheeler, and I've loaded up a bunch of tools, and so I'm just gonna have fun.
Hey, what the hell?
Yeah, it's gonna be a great day. So, and it makes the boss happy too. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, we're down to one guy. You know, so he had asked me to kind of step up to the plate a little bit and do some extra work, and I'm like, sure. All you gotta do is ask. So
Yeah.
he's a hell of a guy to work for, so I have no problem with it at all. But otherwise, I'd be sitting at home.
We heard
I mean,
from
I'll-
Justin. We heard from Justin this morning. He's surviving, but he can't get out of his subdivision because all the trees are down across the roads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I bet. Yeah, I was just about to ask how everybody is. Hey, guys, I'm probably going to lose you in a minute or two.
Okay.
But I wanted to check in with you. Yeah, tell Justin and Sarah I said hi and hope they're okay there. Is the storm pretty much past them now?
Yeah, but it's still raining and it's a little bit windy, but not not hurricane strength wind.
Right.
But Justin does not have a generator. He's out of power.
Oh, boy.
And he said that he's got about 2.5 to 2 days worth of food in the house.
Oh.
Like- I don't mean to be cruel, but you knew this was coming.
Yep, I agree. And there's no reason in my mind why somebody shouldn't have even a small little one of those quiet generators,
Yeah.
so that at least you could keep the ice box going, you know?
Yeah. Hey, JD. Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
JD.
I know I live here by myself, but I bet you I got between canned stuff and freezer stuff. Like I got enough here for probably a month or more, Paul.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, like, I don't know. Yeah, JD will have to go to cannibalism now. I know he's got kids to feed, but that just gives you more incentive to, have more stuff available, right?
Yep.
And they knew about this a week ago, but nobody, oh no, it'll bypass. They won't hit us. They won't do nothing. They lie to us. Like, sorry, but the old word, like I used to be a Boy Scout, be prepared.
I see Ron lost his signal.
Yeah, Ron lost the signal. Garza's off someplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wife was hounding him, I think.
So at 9:24, it's out for delivery, Paul.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I'll be going on to be on the truck right now. Probably just scanning as it's going on the truck, but it's in London, so it probably won't be here this afternoon sometime.
That's exciting, Paul.
Yeah, I should be able to have it for the stream tonight, Paul.
Yeah, JD, you're right. He's got he and Sarah and 3 kids, I think, right? Plus he's got the critters.
And it does have a lot of people, but the incentive should be even more because it's not just you that's got to survive,
Yeah.
But Anyway, I mean, that's them. That's their choosing or
Yeah.
whatever. But
We all wish the best for Justin.
oh, definitely, no doubt about it. But it's just,
Well, what we could do is we could send TJ over there with a care package.
hey, there we go. Yeah. You might get lucky and get Hydra back on quicker. But like even like a few days ago, they were showing empty shelves on the grocery stores, right? People buying stuff up.
Well, the sad part of it is if something like that happened here in my town, everybody be grabbing their chainsaws and cutting up some of that wood across the road, at least
Yeah.
to make a path in or out,
Oh yeah. Because there's
But-
got to be at least one person on the street with a chainsaw.
Yeah, but he said there's multiple trees, tree here, tree there, all the way
Yeah.
down the road.
We had a real bad storm here, and I had a Jeep. I mean, I would, bigger tires lifted and all that stuff. I went out, I was going around, even helped the fire department to grab top of the tree and then swing it up against the curb, right?
Yep.
To pull it out so that to go around, right?
That's what I say. I'm amazed that a lot of people don't want to do that kind of thing, no, but that's what I'd do is I'd figure out a way to swing that tree or at least cut the top end off and swing it out of the way. And
Or something, yeah. Yeah, can I have that?
yeah,
TJ. JD says, I believe his sister is there too with him. She's not sure if she has family too. I don't know. Yeah. All hunkered down in one place.
yeah.
Well, at least they still got a roof over their head, I guess, for a few days. And he only rents anyway. He don't own. So any damage has to be landlord's got to deal with it or the insurance company or whatever.
Right.
Mike Rannick just put a new video, talking about a new road being put in soon. So
Well, Paul, I think we beat it about long enough.
yeah, I think so, Paul. I got a sign to do. I got to get one ready to go and go
You
out
got
and do
things
one.
to do and
Yeah, I should have had it up yesterday, but I got kind of delayed a bit yesterday, so I
okay.
told him I'd put it up this morning. So,
Okay, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here.
hey guys, see ya. Have
We'll
a good
see
day.
you all later tonight.
Yeah, 5:00, and hopefully you'll see an unveiling of an Autel 2 Pro
There you go.
Enterprise.